What's up, people? Everybody. Yeah, so right now, I'm about to go for a little quick run, and I'm gonna time myself. I gotta run a couple of blocks, but I wanna see how fast I make it there back, and I can hit stop. So I'm gonna wait until the clock hits 30 seconds over here on my screen. Then I'm gonna take off. So yeah. Alright, I'm out. See you later. No me daño el video, no me daño el video.
Mira, tráeme, tráeme 5 Powerball.
Tengo pago vos.
Son 10 pesos, son a 2 pesos.
5.
Son a 2 pesos, son 10 pesos.
Ah, tengo, perdiendo tiempo.
Y 10 pesos en cigarro. Y los 10,
Estoy con pago.
tráeme 5 ya.
Alright.
5 paquetes.
5 Powerball.
5 tickets y 5 paquetes de cigarros.
Alright.
While we were executing a flight maneuver during an instrumental exercise at the base in Malta, we saw a light moving towards the Crupita sector, near the city of Crupita. We notified the control tower that unknown traffic was approaching. So when we got closer, at about 2,000 or 3,000 feet, we veered left to get a better look at the lights we had in front of us. Right then, the two lights moved into formation with incredible speed and flew off toward the Crupita Mountains, near the city of Crupita. We flew over the sector, but we were unable to locate them. We had begun our descent from 11,000 feet, and I reckon that we descended by about 2,000 feet when I saw a very bright light, more or less around, how can I put it, at a position of about 5 o'clock, a bit lower. I was in the back cockpit of the aeroplane, and Major Enriquez was in the front cockpit. I pointed it out to him, and he saw it. Immediately afterwards, I called the control tower to verify whether there was an airplane, to which the tower responded that there was no traffic. We thought it was an airplane, but in the moment we veered towards this bright light, we saw that the object turned toward us and divided into two very intense lights, on a collision course with us. So the pilot in the front cockpit, the Major, executed a maneuver to the left, and while we were turning, we continued to watch what the object was doing. And we saw that it stopped in mid-air and moved down toward the mountain. We tried to fly over a small mountain, and the object crossed us on this side, and while we tried to cross it from the other side, it disappeared without a trace. We scanned the area, but there was no trace of it. We thought it was an airplane, but the movements this light made were very fast, very erratic. An airplane can't do that. For example, turn and stop in mid-air and descend. Descend diagonally. No airplane can do that. The instruments we have enable us to identify the objects moving in airspace clearly. We can clearly distinguish a commercial airplane from a military airplane, or from extraneous objects. We have a lot of confidence in the capability of these instruments. Therefore, the information we have available, and not just our information, but also that coming from abroad, in particular from the United States, which is a very qualified source of information, makes me confident that we are dealing with an area in which there are unidentified flying objects. In real terms, these are extraterrestrial objects, and I'm sure we share the universe with other beings.
Statements of such evidence have never before been made publicly by military officials and active observers. They showed the level of importance of the order President Correa had given to the commanders of the armed forces on Tuesday 25th, 2007. Official document number 507-04-9 CSF. These events, combined with Jaime Rodriguez's role as a television journalist, began to change civilian society's attitude towards the UFO phenomenon in Ecuador.
We've noticed that there's a greater sense of maturity among us now. The population has a more mature attitude towards the UFO phenomenon. This stimulates us to move our work into the analytical part of the subject, which is what we really need to focus on. Initially, civilians seemed to be afraid to call me and say, "I've recorded a video." Now they do, and with new vigor. People are participating much more now. I get a lot of emails stating, "I've taken this photo, I've recorded this video." That is, we've noted an increase in cooperation on the part of the civilian community regarding testimony and evidence. This is the sense of maturity I'm talking about. So the sensationalist press, which has often used this subject to sell magazines or other things, has suddenly gone quiet, completely.
This change began to yield its first fruits. The example that Rodriguez describes is emblematic.
I had a lot of problems with the airport's radar director. He was always annoyed with me because he didn't believe in UFO. So this gentleman saw that I was leaving and he called me. "Hey, I'm Rodriguez, come here." And he said to me, "Seeing as you're interested in these things, have a look at this photo. It was taken here, yesterday, at about 6 p.m. And he gave me this photo. This is evidence. It was taken by the radar director at Guayaquil Airport. Even some young people from a famous Ecuadorian music group called Los Chauchapins confessed. Their drummer, Diego Mino, had taken a photo of it. The same object, photographed by 2 or 3 people at the same hour, on the same day, is even stronger evidence for it. It's a substantial change in behavior for those who had denied and opposed the matter before. Just think, now they're contributing, they're providing evidence. This is a real change in attitude, caused by this, how can I put it, this openness in deregulating information on UFOs in Ecuador.
The photo shows a clearly disc-shaped object around the Guayaquil City Airport. We can easily make out the UFO's hexagonal structures. For a number of years, unidentified flying objects have often been detected near erupting volcanoes, or those that are about to become active.
We have a volcanic chain, part of which is active, and the other part returning to activity. Tungurahua attracts media interest with TV stations placing their cameras there to film the volcano each time it erupts. And they show this object twirling in the sky. TV stations get involved in this phenomenon, filming the UFOs flying around the volcano.
The eruption of the volcano Tungurahua, the main national channel in Ecuador, Teleamazonas, films the extraordinary spectacle.
Los UFO alrededor del volcán.
The volcanic crater.
Not bad. A whopping 9 minutes. Woo! I almost done melted. It is crazy out there. It's like a war zone. But yeah, as you can see, nothing's gonna stop me. Not even the rain. I am like a speeding bullet. I am building momentum. And yeah, not even the rain can stop me. We in there.
Flashes of light similar to lightning